Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Kitty Pryde from the X-Men Juggernaut Build-A-Figure series. And this figure is actually pretty special because it comes with not just one Build-A-Figure part, but actually two, and they're not for the same Build-A-Figure. But before we get to that, here's the back of the box. So here we have the rest of the wave down the bottom there. Now I still have Havoc, Jean, and Rogue to go ahead and review before we get to that Build-A-Figure. So let me know what ones you want to see out of those three first. And then up here we have a nice picture of Kitty right there, and then a little bio. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here is Kitty Pryde out of the packaging, and this figure is a really nice one. However, it is quite basic. I really do like it. She's always been one of the kind of B-list X-Men characters, quite popular amongst people that read the comics or have seen the TV shows, but other than that, people don't really know about her. However, for me, she is a very awesome character indeed. I've always enjoyed the character. And so I'm really happy that she's got a new updated figure. So as for a size comparison right out of the gate, she actually stands about 6.5 inches tall, and there she is next to the Toy Biz Colossus. Yes, the eagle-eye viewers of you may have noticed he does not have any thumbs. I picked this guy up really cheap off eBay, purely because I really enjoyed the figure. It didn't have thumbs. I didn't really mind because he would be at the back of my displays and stuff. However, now I'm really kind of wishing he had thumbs. So if you have any thumbs that you don't want for a Colossus, go ahead and let me know. But before we take a look at this figure right here, let's go ahead and have a look at the Build-A-Figure piece. It actually comes with the helmet, the Magneto style helmet, to Onslaught. So previously we had the Red Skull Onslaught head, which I really do like the sculpt and everything, and the shading is done really well. The paint is epic. But this is obviously the head that many of us really wanted. It is actually quite easy to pop on and off the ball joint. It's secure, but it isn't too hard to take it off. So if you do want to switch out the two heads, don't worry, it's very easy. I think this just looks so much better than that other head. I do think that, the purple is painted on the head, as opposed to all of the purple on this is actually molded plastic. So, it's not like 100% match, it's actually slightly more metallic, but you can barely see the difference, and I don't even know if you can see the difference on camera at all. The red looks pretty close. The eyes are painted well enough, and yeah, it just looks really awesome, really menacing, and exactly like the Onslaught we always wanted, and completes this awesome Build-A-Figure much better. So taking a closer look at Lockheed, the eyes are the only bit of paint detail on there, and I really do like the colour choice for the little figure. Now we have flexible wings and a tail that do sit lower than the feet, so they're really nice anchor points. So you can go ahead and just rest it on an arm if you want to, or you can go ahead and lock the tail underneath and it can just sit on there very easily, no problem. You can also go ahead and wrap the tail around her neck. It's a little harder to do right here real quick for camera, but there you go, and it can sit there just like that, which I think is a really nice look, and that's extremely secure. That thing ain't coming off. But you can put it however you want it, really. There's loads of places that you can go ahead and attach this to her, so it's a really nice little accessory. No articulation or anything, but it works very well. They actually sculpted these kind of shoulder pads on here, so I really do like that. And we have a new belt over here, which is very flexible, which I also really do like. The head sculpt overall looks great. It's very unique and different to anything that we've gotten before, and I really do think that it looks like the all-new X-Men version of this character, which is actually where this style comes from. The style looks a lot like many of her costumes. However, the belt here with these two pieces signifies that it is the all-new X-Men version of books, and yeah, it really does look like her, albeit a bit more of a kind of lifelike version. I don't like the paint up here on the band on the hair, but it's a bit sloppy, but it's okay. The lips are painted good, and so are the eyes. I do have a bit of flash down here on the chin, but I can go ahead and trim that off. Flash is just excess plastic. And so before I get to the articulation, I'm actually just going to show her next to a couple of all new X-Men figures from the box set, just because they're similar suit designs and they do appear next to each other, obviously, in the all new X-Men comics. So here is the Jean and Cyclops' arms a bit wonky from when I took him off the shelf, but you get the general idea of how they look together. Jean's very small next to Kitty, so I don't really like that. They should probably be about the same size. And as for the articulation, the head looks all the way up and down, left and right, not hindered by the hair at all right there. And then we also, because of this big gap, which doesn't look all that great, you can actually get really good pivot movement in there as well. Shoulders come out to the side and go all the way around. However, they do come slightly outwards because of those shoulders. Rotation and a hinge at the elbow, as well as a rotation and hinge at the wrist. And then the ab section here is really, really nice, or should I say the diaphragm moves left and right, it crunches forward and back, and then also get really, really nice pivot side to side. So that's a fantastic bit of articulation right there. Hips come out to the side, however, they can't just come straight out, they do come forward to go out, so I don't like that, but they go that far forward and you can't go straight forward, they come out to the side. So the hip design is really not very good at all, but the rest of the legs are really good. So you got the rotation there at the upper part of the thigh, double jointed knees, and then you have the feet that go up and down and have ankle pivots. So overall, I definitely think that those hips could do with a change. I'm not really sure what hinders it. I think it's either this sticks out too far or they needed to cut more into the actual body. Maybe the legs should have just been set a little bit further back into the figure. But overall, it's just a really crappy design. They've done some really fantastic hips recently on some female figures, so I don't really see why there is a problem with this one. I really, really do love the way that this figure looks. The articulation does leave something to be desired, but the new head and that torso do really look fantastic. The Lockheed works really, really well, and I honestly really do enjoy the fact that we do actually finally get that awesome head for our Onslaught. So overall, I definitely recommend that you pick this figure up if you already have that Build-A-Figure and you want to go ahead and make a better version of it in most people's opinions. If you want that helmet, then obviously you have to go ahead and get this figure. There's not much wrong with this figure, but there's not much in terms of accessories or anything really exciting with it that actually make you want to go ahead and purchase this if you're not already a Kitty Pryde fan. So if you're a fan of the X-Men and you're a fan of Kitty Pryde, it's a fantastic new update, but otherwise, just as the casual Marvel Legends collector, I can't really go ahead and recommend it that much because there's just not really all that much exciting about it. But for me personally, I really enjoy the figure. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below, along with my Twitter if you want to stay up to date with when I post videos. And for more Marvel Legends reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.